As you guys are probably already aware, my team and I decided to build a Chrome web extension in order to increase student productivity using a method called the Pomodoro technique. I'll now demonstrate that Chrome extension. So as you guys can see, I added the Chrome extension here in developer mode, and this Chrome extension was all programmed using HTML, CSS, and JavaScript. So it's a small Chrome extension here, as you guys can see, it's a basic layout. So it has a header here. This header will change as the mode is switched. So for example, let's say somebody's in study mode and they want to switch modes to not study mode, then this header will also switch. This timer that you guys can see here will allow them to set any amount of time for a study period or a break period. So if they press the timer icon here, it'll allow them to enter a number of minutes, say 2 minutes, and then once they press the play button, the timer will begin counting down. They also have the option to pause it whenever they'd like. Another function that we've included in the Pomodoro Technique Chrome extension in order to increase productivity is blocked websites. So once you click on this link, you get a page that allows you to block websites. In this entry box right here, users can enter any website they'd like to, and our extension will automatically block it and not allow them to access it. I will now demonstrate. So for example, let's say you don't want to use facebook.com. And let's say you're on Instagram a little bit too much as well. And who really goes on Twitter nowadays, right? So let's get that out of there as well. So as you can see, we have all three of these sites blocked here, and this lady will be very angry if you try to use them. But let's give it a try anyway. As you can see, Facebook is not able to be reached, and same thing. So as you guys can see, the blocking websites works perfectly, and we also have an option included for clear all. Another feature that you can see in the timer for our Chrome extension is that let's say someone's studying for, we'll just do a short period because no one wants to sit here watching a timer go down for a minute. Let's just put 3 seconds. So once they start, they're studying, and once the study time runs up, you get a notification that tells you it's now break time. During this project, my team and I incurred our fair share of challenges. It was all of our first times competing in any sort of hackathon, and only one of us is actually in any sort of software program or has software experience. So it was really a learning experience for all of us. Some of us have very basic experience in HTML and CSS, but none of us had even touched JavaScript before. So one of the biggest challenges was honestly just figuring that out and sort of watching tutorials as we go and trying to implement that into our own code with some surprisingly confusing syntax that JavaScript has. As my team and I did face plenty of challenges, there are also a few areas of improvement, although overall we do think we did pretty well on this considering our experience. One of the major areas of improvement that we really considered was, for example, on the blocked website, let's say you have a few websites blocked. One of the problems is that you can't individually unblock websites. So that's one of the features that we'd like to implement in the future. We did attempt it, but unfortunately it was sort of over our heads, and we believe that at one point, once we have a little bit more experience, we could definitely implement something like that.